Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe. There's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need. What you need. We're broken, it's tragic. We're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic. Believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
Hey guys, how you going? It's a bit cold up here today. It's going to get very, very hot over the next couple of days. But meanwhile, up here today, it's quite cool and I'm lucky. I should be wearing a t-shirt because tomorrow it's going to be hot. John Paul said, I'm first. JP's mum here. Hev and everyone, hope I stay awake. How you going, JP's mum? Good to see ya. Charles said, always looking forward to seeing you, Hev. Hi from Indiana. How you going, Charles? And out to lunch, how you going? Hey, JP's mum, can't be here long, liked and shared. Nice hidden message. Nisi, how you going? You here? SW said, you told me I was the only one who got your head undone, and for a while I believed the line that you spun. But I've been looking at you, looking closely at the things you do. I didn't see you the way. How's that, is it? How's that? You messed about, I caught you out, how's that? John Paul said, a wee reminder to my fellow Scots on the run up to Burns night, please keep your dog on a leash as the haggis are coming out of hibernation. Oh dear. Dana, how you going? Yeah, I managed to catch you live. How are you, Heb? I'm good. Sort of. I'm going to be busy the next couple of days, so I had to come on today. Just because I'm going to be gone for the next couple of days. I'm babysitting again. So, and it's going to be hot. Lovely. Out to lunch today to get to go help do a water heater repair soon. They've been out a week. I couldn't get out. Oh my goodness. How you going, Darren? Okay, let's go over to... What have we got today? I don't think I can do that here. No, I need my bookmarks. Where am I? I was on search. There you go. Okay, Rosita Diaz at Anthony Albany here in Australia says Australians need to stop looking for areas in which we can be outraged. I think pretty much every area we look, including when we're at home looking at our bills, we're outraged. As a storm brews over a decision by Cricket Australia over the national holiday. So January 26 is Australia Day. The sporting organisation will reportedly not make reference to Australia Day during the Gabba Test match on Friday in Brisbane when the home side takes on the West Indies. Instead, Australia Day is set to be acknowledged in passing by a ground announcer. Code Sports has reported. A Welcome to Country ceremony will kick off the first day of the test on Thursday. There goes another one. Cricket Australia. What are you doing? Daisy May said Cricket Australia to avoid using Australia Day term during Gabba match in Brisbane as controversy around the January 26. I was going to say J6. January 26 continues. Cricket Australia consulted with its Indigenous Advisory Board in the lead up to both the scheduling and the commemoration of January 6. Australia's going right down the toilet very quickly. And another one. Alexandra Marshall said Invasion Day. What a weird invasion where a group of people arrive and build a civilization from scratch, then shell out $40+ billion a year to try and catch remote communities up to the invading standard of living at their request. I've read a lot of history and this isn't how invasions play out. It's not. The Aboriginals were about 300 different tribes going around fighting each other before Mr. Whitey got here. I don't know. Sorry, hang on one sec. Just let me add something here. Because you just can't see my facial expressions, can you? You've got to see my facial expressions. Okay, Matt Letizia said someone posted this on Facebook. So true. Okay, ready for this one? Tax his land, tax his bed, tax the table at which he's fed. Tax his work, tax his pay, he works for peanuts anyway. Tax his cow, tax his goat, tax his pants and tax his coat. Tax his tobacco, tax his drink, tax him if he tries to think. Tax his car, tax his gas, find other ways to tax his ass. That sounds funny when I say ass. Tax all he has, then let him know you won't be done till he has no dough. When he screams and hollers, tax him some more. Tax him till he's good and sore. Then tax his coffin, tax his grave, tax the sod in which he's laid. When he's gone, do not relax, it's time to apply the inheritance tax. Accounts receivable tax, airline surcharge tax, airline fuel tax, airport maintenance tax, building permit tax, cigarette tax, cooking tax, corporate income tax, goods and services tax, GST, death tax, driving permit tax, environmental tax fee, excise taxes, income tax, fishing licence tax, food licence tax, petrol tax, too much per litre, gross receipts tax, health tax, heating tax, inheritance tax, interest tax, lighting tax, liquor tax, luxury taxes, marriage licence tax, mortgage tax, pension tax, personal income tax, didn't we do that one already? Income tax, personal income tax, property tax, poverty tax, real estate tax, retail sales tax, service charge tax, telephone tax, value added tax, vehicle licence registration tax, vehicle sales tax, water tax, tax VAT on tax, VAT on tax, and now they want a blooming carbon tax. Still think this is funny? Not one of these taxes existed 100 years ago, and our nation was one of the most prosperous in the world. We had absolutely no national debt, had a large middle class, a huge manufacturing base, and mum stayed home to raise the kids. What in the world happened? I'm going to put that. What in the world happened? Could it be the lying parasitic politicians wasting our money? Oh, and don't forget the relatively new bank charges, and we all know what we think of bankers. I hope this goes around the UK at least 1 billion times? You can help get it there. Well, I hope it goes around 1 billion times. Anyway, I'm going to retweet that. That was good. That's pretty much it. You know what? It's the same in Australia. You can just put Australia in there too. Even though it's the UK. Hey. Crazy. Ian Miles Chong said Trump has issued a statement graciously accepting DeSantis' concession. Says he's very honoured by the Florida's governor's endorsement. Very honoured to have his endorsement. Sorry, guys. Said Trump to Fox News Digital. I look forward to working together with him to beat Joe Biden, who is the worst and most corrupt president in the history of our country. Can Trump stop calling him sanctimonious? Yeah, he said he's retired it. It's only because they said they weren't going to run against him, and then they did. Catherine Deves fan club, so not Catherine Deves, right? Woolworths will not stock Valentine's Day merch now, saying the day perpetuates harmful gender stereotypes. What are your thoughts? Oh dear. Okay, so you're not stocking Valentine's Day merch either, as well as Australia Day merch. Lovely. David Atherton said the Muslim girl who is taking Michaela's school to the High Court to get a prayer room was suspended last April for threatening to knife someone. In the court documents, her aim is to harm the school. The school has been subject to racial abuse, bomb and death threats, my God. And they want to get a prayer room put in there. This person who wants to harm the school. They're telling you outright they want to harm the school. Crazy. I believe that's in the UK, is it? I don't know. Could be anywhere. But I think it's the UK. Mark PG said migration at record levels that cause houses and rents to skyrocket, wind towers and solar panels all over the country to enrich the elites but cause electricity prices to rise by 38%. I have a beef with this. I just got an electricity bill. Let me see what I can... Let me just see if I can show you without giving myself away, hey? You see that? $795, and we don't have air conditioning, and I haven't been using the dryer. So unless computers cost a lot more to run than they say they do, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, the electricity prices rose by 38%. 20,000 more public servants, which creates inflation, then have a crisis meeting about the cost of living. That's Labor for you here in Australia. So you know what they're doing? They're spending another $50,000 or so to fly everyone down for a meeting to Canberra. All the politicians. I don't even think they're looking to the Treasury at all. I think they're just calling the politicians down and paying for it. Okay, we've got a little update on the thing that happened yesterday with Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Elon Musk said an X-Twitter. An X-spam scam bot accidentally flagged many legitimate accounts today. This is being fixed. So there you go. I told you, there's things built into that, to X-Twitter, that are still trying to discriminate against people. Matt Wallace said Elon Musk is voting for Trump, and they fact-checked this and said, okay, Elon Musk hasn't publicly stated his 2024 presidential candidate, although he stated he could not see himself voting for Biden. Who else is there? Who are these idiots? Rate it? Who is this person? Hang on, which one is it? Funny Jacaranda Hummingbird, yeah, they're doing a fair bit as well. I have noticed. No, it's not helpful. Source is unreliable. Opinion or speculation. Misses key points or misses a key point altogether, because if he's not voting for Biden, who else is there? Tell me. And I'm going to put harassment or abuse. They shouldn't have, I don't know. Sometimes they're all right, but other times they're like, are you kidding me? Libs of TikTok said a Virgin Atlantic flight was cancelled after a passenger noticed missing bolts. Maybe Virgin Atlantic should focus less on drag queens and LGBTQ pride and more on safety. That's going to get people killed. Missing bolts, look, how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 4. I can see a couple in there and one there. Yeah, I wouldn't be, I don't know. I wouldn't be getting on a plane right now, I don't think. You'd have trouble getting me on a plane at the best of times, believe me. I'm scared of heights. Cat Turd said arrest them all for treason. Election Wizard said breaking House January 6 committee deleted more than 100 encrypted files just days before GOP took majority. Fox News reports. Yes, well, they can delete what they want because I believe it's still recorded. Leading reports said breaking Ron DeSantis, Vivek Ramaswamy, Doug Burgum and Tim Scott have all dropped out of the 2024 race and endorsed Donald Trump. Joey Manorino said the Supreme Court just authorised our country to have a fully open border. What the entire fuck was wrong with these people? Wow. Yeah, apparently there was a few that said no. Why did I not? I thought I had bookmarked them. Laura Loomis said President Trump released a new statement on Truth Social today about E. Jean Carroll. He was supposed to be in court today for the E. Jean Carroll trial, but the leftist judge in the case moved the court date till tomorrow, the day of the New Hampshire primary, in an effort to interfere. E. Jean Carroll was forced to change her story on the Monica Lewinsky type dress. She originally claimed the event happened in 1994 and that she wore the Donna Karan dress on that day. The problem is that New York Times fact-checkers found the dress wasn't even made by Donna Karan until long after 1994. The truth is she doesn't know the day, month, season, year or decade because it did not happen. End the witch hunt now. I agree. Let me just have a look. Hang on. Supreme Court. Supreme Court border. Well, it helps if I turn the keyboard on now, doesn't it? The right way. Supreme Court. Yep, I was right. Court border. See if that comes up. Just so you know, the traitors in the Biden regime are going all the way to the Supreme Court to fight against the American people for an illegal invasion and for our border to be open. Okay, breaking. The Supreme Court has ruled 5-4 that Border Patrol agents are allowed to remove razor wire installed by Texas. Does it tell us who? Someone did. I know. I read the names. I thought I actually... Mayorkas is a traitor. Okay. In a 5-4... Who's this? End wokeness. Holy shit. In a 5-4 decision... The Supreme Court just ruled that Biden can remove razor wires installed by Texas on the border. The three Liberals on the court were joined by Justice Roberts and Barrett. The Biden administration will likely seize Shelby Park from Texas and remove any border fences that were installed. And I believe Kavanaugh, who's the other? Justice Thomas. Sorry, just trying to find exactly who it was. Okay, Justice Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh rejected the Biden government's request. So they were the four who voted against it, okay? Justice Clarence Thomas, good guy. Samuel Alito, good guy. Neil Gorsuch, good guy. Brett Kavanaugh, good guy. So there you go. Now let's go back to my bookmarks and have to scroll through again. I don't have to scroll far, I don't think. Oh, maybe a little bit. Okay, and then I read that one. Dr. Russell McGregor said this is a direct comms by Soros to have 47 taken out. There are no coincidences. You are correct. Awaken Outlaw said, is it just me or does the bullet hole and the use of $47 come across as a threat on Mr. T's life? 10, 20 equals 30, another 10, 40, 5, 6, 7. There you go. It's up to you, but they do speak in the way of numbers and weird pictures, mate. I'm telling you. Malcolm Roberts said the theme of WEF Davos 24 is rebuilding trust. It's incredible. When the globalists at Davos say rebuild trust, what they mean is suppressing dissenting dissenting views and opinions that are based on facts and data. What the WEF calls misinformation or disinformation is just information not aligned with the propaganda machine that's being used for power and control on a massive scale. The head of the EU, Ursula von der Leyen, says the global business community faces a great threat that requires swift and immediate action. The threat is bigger than wars or climate. Resistance is growing. Many are waking up fast. Is 2024 the year of uncovering the truth? I believe so. Mark said, honestly, don't think they're talking to regular people. They seem to be talking to each other. They view the rest of global humanity as livestock, which they do. We are cattle to them to be herded in any direction they see fit. And they can go and shove it. This little miss can't be wrong, said John McAfee. Okay, ready for this? This is why we've got everything. It doesn't matter if they delete stuff. I donated laptops to the government that were preloaded with viral spyware. Within a week, the entire government computer system was under my control. I found out that the administrators of National Defence and Immigration were the biggest traffickers, drug and human. Video clip here of John McAfee. And a lot of people, when John McAfee first released a few videos, everyone was jumping on it. So there you go. He found out. Shadow of Ezra said a solar storm is heading our way, and it's expected to cause a geomagnetic storm later today. This was 4 hours ago. The impact of the coronal mass injection, CME, could result in powerful geomagnetic storms, reaching levels as high as G2 class or even G3 class, whatever that means. This has the potential to cause problems with GPS, affect satellites and power grids, and produce auroras visible at lower latitudes than usual. We keep hearing this. I'm waiting. I'm literally waiting. Ah, dear. Anyway. Alexandra Marshall said, oh no, if we cut taxes, we won't be able to afford public services. Do you have any idea how much the government wastes? I'd wager easily 80%. We could cut tax in half and have plenty left over to run the country. You're being conned by greedy politicians. Yes, they can. The US has already started talking about this, lowering tax or abolishing certain taxes. And I would love to see that in Australia. So let's get it going. Come on. White Rabbit Podcast posted this. From now on, money laundering will be called foreign aid. Because that's what happens. That's why we're giving so much to other countries, because you know it's going in their pocket. How do they get onto a $400,000 to $600,000 a year salary and end up multi-billionaires? Or millionaires or billionaires. Okay, and that's about it for there. Let's go and have a look at the homepage. What is going on? For me, DeSantis reads the room, drops out and endorses Trump. Okay. Look, when they say they've made kindergarten free for everybody, they have not made kindy free for everybody. Right? They're taking it from the taxpayer. Shadow of Ezra said Mel Gibson's been spotted wearing a medical boot while out to dinner with his daughter. Prior to this, he was also seen using a walking stick. 1 month before that, he was seen with his arm in a sling. Mel Gibson provided valuable intelligence regarding children thought to be vulnerable in Ukraine. In 2006, Mel Gibson made headlines when he said to a police officer that certain people are responsible for all the wars in the world. Mel Gibson will also star in the upcoming film Rothschild, a dark comedy about New York's super rich. Got a cam boot on there, mate. I don't know, but when I broke my foot, I couldn't even walk with a cam boot on. I couldn't walk at all. And I kept falling over. Because I'm right-handed and right-legged, right, and I broke my right foot. I was on crutches and I couldn't balance properly on my left foot. Kept falling over. I ended up in a wheelchair for a while, and that was quite funny. Craig Kelly said Cricket Australia have banned the term Australia Day. Either it's a clever plan to sell Australian flags as everyone going to the cricket will want to take flag to say up yours, or they've gone completely woke. If it's wokeness, whoever made the decision is betraying the history and traditions of Australian cricket. What could possibly go wrong? Oh my God. Who's the, this PR guy? He's an idiot. Blaming the Albanese government has been praised over reports that will defuse Scott Morrison's tax bomb by overhauling the controversial Stage 3 grab which aimed to line the pockets of Australia's most wealthy, but elites are lashing out over fears average earners will pocket more. I don't think so. I think this guy's lying. He's known to lie. What? David Atherton said one of my followers blows the whistle on cousin marriages, informally called the Bradford syndrome. David looks into Bradford syndrome. It's the medical term used for the inbreeding used in Bangladeshi and Pakistani community in West Yorkshire. They are breeding themselves out of existence. There are studies now, hidden, showing average male leaves school illiterate. Females often don't attend after puberty. In West Yorkshire, about 50% of families have married first cousins. Those families become breeding farms for disabled kids who are kept in squalid conditions. I personally heard of 6 kids per room, which used to be easily searched studies. Councils and NHS Yorkshire spent millions on campaigns trying to stop it, but as per usual, money was spent and imams pulled rank and it all returned to business as usual within 2 years, around 2005 time. Since then, there has clearly been a campaign to delete all evidence. You can still find references, but almost all redacted to front page of studies. What part of they have everything do people not understand? Doesn't matter if they delete stuff. The sad thing is that these kids are married off to the highest bidder for passports. Oh no. If you do simple searches in neonatal wards, you'll find 75% of beds are Bangladeshi. Babies all disabled and premature. Those beds were average £35,000 per patient 10 years ago. Plus life care, plus benefits, mobility aids, specialist housing care, workers, etc. I always try to expose it, but on the back of your post this morning, you might have the resources to do a deep dive into it. Every single medical reference mysteriously has disappeared, including one published in the BMJ from 2019. Keeping it in the family. Consanguineous marriage and genetic disorders from Islamabad to Bradford. Oh dear. Very interesting. Okay, Elon Musk said very important. Doge designer said it's only me doing these posts on X, and I would recommend for leaders of the world to literally just post your own stuff.
But it's only me doing these posts ever. I don't have a team or anything. In fact, I generally would recommend for leaders of the world to just literally post your own stuff. And once in a while you make a mistake, don't worry about it. But it's only me doing these posts.
I agree, actually. We should let our so-called leaders post their own stuff coming from their own mouth. And it would show us just how stupid these people are. Or how criminal they are. What do you think? I agree with him on that one. Okay, what else have we got? Bondi Beach to hold a dawn service for Australia Day. It can be considered a day of mourning? Oh my God, they're not, are they? Hosted by Waverley Council, it will acknowledge the resilience and survival of Aboriginal people. It will include a welcome to country and a smoking ceremony. Jesus. Oh. I think Australians are getting woke up pretty quickly now. I hope they're awake, my God. Brian Cates said there are plenty of people who are going to be urging you to react emotionally to this news that Supreme Court just ruled in favour of the Biden executive branch having jurisdiction over the nation's borders. I am not one of those people, thank you. Tell me. Instead, I'm going to point directly to the fact that Biden DOJ failed to ask the SCOTUS directly, hey SCOTUS, according to every legal precedent you've established in your case law, who has jurisdiction over this here border in Texas, US or the state of Texas? If you know how this game is played, you already knew the answer SCOTUS was going to give. The executive branch agencies have control of the border. That's a pretty freaking strong precedent that's been set down in more than a handful of SCOTUS cases over the years. Now here's where I'm going to ask you to think. Has there ever been a big filing at SCOTUS in recent memory where the people who were filing demand ask that SCOTUS affirm its previously established precedent in the case law were shocked and surprised when instead of affirming its own past ruling, the SCOTUS overturns itself and vacates its own precedents? Think hard and do some research before you answer that question. Now I'm going to ask a different question. How did big honkin' massive Roe v. Wade case succeed last year? Who filed that case and why did SCOTUS agree to reverse itself and overturn all of its previous precedents established on the basis of Roe v. Wade? That happened because someone wrote a brief challenging the SCOTUS to directly assess the argumentation of Roe v. Wade in light of new evidence and legal findings. It worked. Because it was a party hostile to the Roe v. Wade precedent that filed the case, this wasn't somebody cheering the abortion precedents established by the federal courts. This was an opponent. Now let me tell you what needs to happen next. Somebody, preferably a state AG like, I don't know, I'm just spitballing here, Texas AG Ken Patton, needs to file a case at SCOTUS that goes directly at all the established case law that gives the feds inviolate jurisdiction over the Republic of Texas border. Somebody needs to make that filing that hands the court the opportunity to directly vacate all its previously established case law that the feds have inviolate control of the Texas border. This case just ruled on today was the Biden admin asking the SCOTUS to reaffirm its past rulings on the issue. I believe a well-argued filing from a state AG that is currently under direct threat from this invasion being abled and facilitated by the Biden executive branch agencies that specifically requests the SCOTUS to rule only on the federal inviolate control of the Texas border can place the issue before both the court and the public in a way that will clarify for the entire country this issue. If the feds are, for whatever reason, facilitating the destruction of their own country by allowing border states to be completely overwhelmed by millions of illegal migrants, is there any legal recourse or remedy to stop this? Because if the federal courts can't or won't stop this invasion, then whoever wins control of the executive branch in this upcoming 2024 election becomes of paramount importance to the very survival of this constitutional republic. It would become vitally necessary to the United States itself that Joe Biden be replaced by Donald Trump. If Biden can do it, what's to stop Trump when he gets in from stopping it all? Okay, can't read that one. And Wokeness said Texas need to follow Joe Biden's lead and simply ignore the Supreme Court. If they can do it for student loans, then we can sure as hell do it for sovereignty. If the Biden admin wants to take down the razor wires, let them try. They'll just have to go through the Texas National Guard first. Hold the line, Texas. I don't know, what do you think? Which one do you think? Because this does mean that when Trump gets in, he can shut it, but yeah, how long will you survive? Oh, hang on, wrong one. Oh my God. Jack Straw said, picture this. Assuming the rumours are true, 100% true. William, son of King Carlos of Spain, Harry, son of James Hewitt, there is no successor to the throne. William dissolves the Windsors, return Gibraltar to Daddy and ships sail to Australia. Oh God, no. Just silly conspiracy rumours. There isn't. If William and Harry kids are proven not to be Windsors and disqualified, Andrew is next in line of succession, followed by his daughters, followed by Edward, followed by Anne, followed by her children, followed by their cousins. Truly brilliant post, though. Yeah, let's have a DNA test. They're not related. To royalty, anyway. Not the original royalty. They stole it, I believe. Okay, what do we got? Alexandra Marshall said the ABC is not free. It costs $1 billion a year, the most expensive piece of crap this country produces. And taxpayers pay for that. And people are saying Soros' threat against Trump. Simon Atiba said, breaking, Congresswoman from Nikki Haley's home state of South Carolina, Nancy Mace, explains why she's endorsing Donald Trump for president. She writes, today I'm endorsing Donald J. Trump for president. I don't see eye to eye perfectly with any candidate, and until now I've stayed out of it. But the time has come to unite behind our nominee. To be honest, it's been a complete shit show since he left the White House. Our country needs to reverse all the damage Joe Biden's done by every barometer. Our lives and our nations were better under President Trump. The economy was booming, our border was locked down, and our nation and her allies were safer because of our adversaries feared him. Donald Trump's record in his first term should tell every American how vital it is he be returned to office. Note, Senator Tim Scott from South Carolina has also endorsed Trump over Haley. Yes, this is worldwide, you know. Whatever happens in the US affects the whole world. Go Trump. Philip O'Leary said, remember this man's humanity. Oh my God, he has no humanity. What else is going on? Australians should be paying the cheapest possible price at the checkout. It's that simple. Really? Then stop letting people in and inflation won't rise as fast as it is. And stop gouging and taxing every single thing we do. Well, these people are lefties. Sorry, these are not people I'm following. This is For Me, recommended by Twitter, which actually gives you both sides of most arguments. Okay, here we go again. David Atherton. One of my followers who works in a neurology department sent me this. Pakistani cousin marriages and birth defects. This inbreeding is a fact. I've heard it sometimes it's deliberate so that the child is disabled and they can claim disability of living. Why would you do that? Why in the hell would you do that? Deliberately. Oh my God. It's worse than the public know. The NHS aren't going to give those figures out. Believe me, it's known and not challenged. For fear of being called the usual racist, Islamophobic, it's beyond awful. Why would you honestly, deliberately give someone a disability? That is insane. Okay, Laura Loomis said I've located old newspaper ads from the 90s in South Carolina that further expose what a phony Nikki Haley is. Nikki's real name is Nimrod. As many know, she now goes by the name Nikki because, as some of her former staff have told me, she doesn't want the public to see how foreign her family is. She just did an interview where she said she was teased every day for being brown, but it looks like it's Nimrod herself who's trying to whitewash her own name. She seems to be ashamed of who she is, or perhaps she's lying about who she is to pander to minorities. I have uncovered the July 21st, 1996 edition of the Island Packet, a South Carolina newspaper that shows Nikki Haley always went by Nimrod. Her engagement to her husband William, who she made change his name to Michael, shows she never went by Nikki until she decided to hide her Sikh background and run for office. Just more evidence of Nikki Haley being fake. P.S. That's a black and white photo. What do you notice? She's not brown. It would show up in the picture. Receipts. There you go. There she is there. And there are other people who are darker skinned that show up darker. Unless they use different lighting. I don't know. Oh my God. This really is clown world, isn't it? I read that one. Ah. Okay, let's have a little look. Senator Gerard Rennick said, pathetic hypocrites. Cricket was invented by the so-called oppressors, yet they're still happy to collect the money the games generate. CA will conduct a standard welcome to country ceremony on day one of the test, which falls on Australia Day Eve. Australia Day itself will be marked in passing by ground announcer. Yep, okay. The term Australia Day will not be used. F you, happy Australia Day, everyone. Polybars said, for fuck's sake, someone build her a safe space. Whoever this person is, I genuinely have anxiety when I see someone flying the Australian flag now. Well, why don't you go to another country where you like their flag? An Australian flag in your front yard tells everyone you're only a couple of Bundy and Cokes away from lynching a wog, slope or... What? Catherine Devaney said that. Not me. I could get in trouble for that. Did you? See you later. Oh my God. Joey Barton said 120 years ago in Blackburn, England, we talk about diversity, equality and inclusion. We never talk about equity, who's done the work, who's built the places, who fought in the wars, who paid the taxes, who built and maintained these communities. We shouldn't forget our past as we look to improve our future. Blackburn, England, 1905. It's amazing, isn't it? The school teachers look like ma'ams. Ma'am. Nikki Haley, when she was supposedly being teased for being brown, what do you think? Mark PG said, God, Australia's in trouble. The idiot that runs our country has decided to spend $500,000 of our money to have an emergency... Sorry, $500,000. Okay, 500,000 to fly them all down to Canberra to have an emergency meeting with the clowns he calls a party to tackle the cost of living crisis that their policies caused. We have the most idiotic government. Jesus Christ. Okay, no one will be surprised, said Prue, that Albo's going to betray voters with his promise and legislated stage 3 tax cuts. Labor will spin the betrayal into a class war. If you're a tradie, FIFO or manager earning $180K, they will rob you to pay the low-income people who had a $1,500 tax return taken off them by Labor last year. The bloke cannot be trusted, has no integrity and believes he can continue to get away with conning us. This stage 3 tax cut lie was to retrieve bracket creep from Middle Australia who have been ignored by Labor. Albo MP was never committed to returning workers' taxed money. Broken promises, favours for union mates, inept management, blinkered and out of touch. Possibly the worst government we've ever had. Folksy chat, a new suit and teeth, haircut and glasses, but same old spinning lies. I agree. God help us. Someone's looking for freedom fighter hairdressers in Melbourne. I've just discovered Orb Hairdressing in Glen Iris who stood by God and their humanity and refused to follow orders during the Andrews tyranny of the scandemic. Guess what none of them got? Even when being abandoned by customers, ex-staff had police trying to intimidate them in their salon. Andrews and weak-minded Victorians nearly destroyed their business, but they made it. God bless these Melburnians. They can stand tall with all of us who stood our ground and didn't flinch. Never surrender. You cannot comply your way out of tyranny, and at the end of the day, you have to look yourself in the mirror. Well done, guys. Seriously. This is the Orb Salon in Melbourne. High Street, Glen Iris. Give them some, if you're in Melbourne, please give them some custom. Actually, you know what? Better repost that one. I think I've had enough. I think I've had enough of reading the news. I'm going to go to the comments. Okay, where am I? I have no idea. Somewhere in Australia. Okay, where am I? Let me have a look. Out to lunch. Oh yeah, you're doing the water heater. SW said we're getting a 30-degree day today in Melbourne. Only had a few all summer, but they've been sweltering up in Queensland. Oppressive. There's a big tropical cyclone depression coming in. That means buckets of rain. Yeah, well, okay, let's have a look at Australia's weather. Hang on. Yep, there we go. Why is it going to Penrith? Oh, I don't know. Penrith weather. No, how about New South Wales? How about radar and charts? Let's go for the satellite. Wow. Yep, see it right there. Look at that. And down here is Antarctica somewhere, guys. Just block that for now. I like southerlies when they come up from the Antarctic. Okay, what else have we got? Oh, okay, you have to have... It's a pro feature, is it? Okay, okay. Let me have a look. You see how they turn it all red now? Look, it's red, it's hot. It's red hot. It's red hot. Okay. No map? Just the cyclone. Okay. Nice one. What else have we got? Where is... Go to Queensland. There it is. Now we can see it coming in. Where am I? I'm down here somewhere behind the legend. Because I'm a legend. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so here it comes, okay? It's coming this way. I've got one cat at my door and one cat at the front door, and oh my God, these cats. So that's what's happening in Australia via the weather. Meanwhile, everywhere else is freezing, snowing. Is that right? Okay. SW said I was there on a sunny holiday and we got 42 inches of rain in 24 hours. That's a lot. SW said that text poem sums it up well, doesn't it? Yep, John Paul says it all. Or John Paul's mum. SW tax, yeah. Tax on top of tax on top of tax. How much tax do they need? They could cut it in half and it still wouldn't affect anything except their ridiculous spending on $500,000 to fly a bunch of useless idiots to Canberra to talk about a crisis that they made. They're going to solve it? I don't think so. Yeah. Darren said there'll be an oxygen tax next. That's what the carbon tax is. That's for breathing. I always said that. I've said that for many years. They'll find a way to tax your breathing next. And then come carbon tax. And I went, that's it. That's how they tax your breathing. SW said, great to have Scott in the chat. Hey, Darren. Darren said, hey, SW. Rough. How you going? Australia Day, 26 January 1946. Nothing to do with Captain Cook. It was the day we became a country self-governing. I've heard that too. Rough. Virginia Brooks said they've taxed us to death. We are slaves. Exactly, Virginia. How you going, Virginia? But yeah, that's right. We are slaves. They're taxed so much. Darren said there's so many taxes they should start with 100% tax with rebates, more realistic. And Rough said, hey everyone. And Darren said, hey Rough. And Dana said the ironic part about taxes is it's not for the politicians and bankers. They can print money. It's for us. It's to show us our prison bars and chains around our ankles. I agree. Look, Eureka Stockade was a big event in Australia where I believe they tried to tax the tea. And Australians kicked up a big stink. And now they tax everything. How did we let it get here? Darren says, spot on, Dana. Dana said 100% Darren. Dana said, and politicians have become our prison wardens. That's exactly right. And policemen too. The policemen who follow the politicians. Susie said, hi guys, no notification again. Looks like I've missed at least a couple of lives recently. How you going, Susie? Yeah, you kind of got to just, I don't know, have a look. I don't know. Yeah, they're hopeless. And I'm not going live on Rumble next. This is the only live I'm doing today. I thought I'd just come on and just spill the beans and warn everyone. And everyone's saying hello. Darren said, what could have caused all those missing bolts? What could have caused the crew to look so gender-affirming woke? Darren said, I mean fluid, not affirming. Yeah, well, that's what happens, you know, and if you say it's the maintenance crew they're doing this to as well. That doesn't mean the best qualified. That's a worry. And a maintenance crew of an airplane. I don't care who you are. That should worry you. Darren said, I mean fluid, not affirming. I said that, yep. Susie said, hi Darren, how's your Monday going? SW said, a nut, Darren. Darren said, it got better as the day progressed, Susie. Susie said, oh, that's good to hear, Darren. Darren said, lol, SW, they took the nuts from the plane to use as cabin crew. I think they did too. Kai, how you going? Hey guys, in truth, God despises man's holidays. That's not really, I don't think Australia, is Australia Day a holiday? I don't know. It should be. National holiday. Everyone's saying, hello Kai. Darren said, if that's not a hit, I don't know what else it could be. SW said, I wouldn't know, I've never felt one. SW said, see the aurora once in Melbourne one night 30 years ago. Oh, really? Kai said, oh, by the way, dumb onion voting machine acting court. Yeah, I did. I reported on that yesterday. Was that in Rumble? Or here? I don't know. I think it was on Rumble. Susie said, what's really going on with the royal family? 4 are out of commission and there's no one in Buckingham Palace or Buck House. Are they going to the spa? Darren said, that's not a meme. We already called money laundering foreign aid. I know. Darren said, I've been wondering about that too, Susie. Is it normal for half the family members to have abdomen operations, one after the other? What are they up to? SW said, I can't stop walking even though I broke my foot, but my clutch pedal is a truck. Clutch, ouchie, oh, that would hurt. Susie said, no, Darren, even Stevie Wonder can see that's suspicious. John Paul McLaughlin laughing. Kai said, DeSantis is that a lizard? It's got legs, it has to be a lizard. Susie said, didn't DeSantis stand down, not running anymore? I thought, yes, he has, and he's endorsed Trump. SW said 100% Kai, most of them are compromised. Darren said, yes, DeSantis is no longer a threat. Darren said, not that he ever was. SW said, compromise. Susie said, Hev, the chat on Rumble is super fast. How? Can you slow it down at all? No, I can't. I don't know how to. I still don't know exactly how to work Rumble properly. Otherwise, I'd be streaming this to both of them. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know how to do that. I can have a look and see if I can do something, but yeah. SW said, Hev's on Rumble too? Yes, I am. I'm on Rumble as well. Darren says, Susie, on the Rumble chat, there is a menu that offers a slower speed chat. Oh, you can do it yourself. On the Rumble chat, there's a menu that offers a slower speed chat. Darren says she may go on there after this stream, SW. Not today, unfortunately. Unfortunately, today I have to do a few things before I have to babysit tomorrow. I've got one part of my front lawn mowed. Mowed? I don't know. I mowed it anyway. Susie said, got to do some washing up, but we'll listen over the bubbles. Yeah, I do that too. Kai said, Susie, Rumble has an option for the viewer to engage slow mode. Tap the dots in the chat. SW said, thanks, mate. I was getting confused again. Sorry, SW. Yeah, I've been on Rumble a lot lately. Doing most of the news over there. The things I can talk about over there, I can't talk about here, so... hey, damn it, Mandy, how you going? God bless Texas and Donald J. Trump. I agree. And how's Simone? How you going, Simone? Good to see you. Kai said, I'm having a smoking ceremony now. Yes, so am I, actually. Let's go. The Hev smoking ceremony. It might make you choke. Darren said, the welcome ceremony sounds like forcing you to participate in a false religion. They didn't do them before recently. Yes, there weren't smoking ceremonies around a long time ago. Simone said, I'll be having a smoking ceremony when I burn all the fences that were destroyed in last night's storm. Isha. 2 boundaries down. Really, Simone? Stay safe over there. Darren said, that was a violent storm, Simone. Really? Oh my God. Stay safe, guys. I'm dreading a high wind up here. There are trees leaning like the over the house slightly, you know, and ones that you know if they fall, they can reach the house, no problem at all. So I'll be hiding under my desk if I... I'll get my blankets and sleep under there if I have to. God help me. We need a basement. Hey, Australians, you need basements. Simone, Kai said, Simone, I'm still waiting for the roof to get redone after our tornado. Oh, God help yous. Poor things. Simone said, Darren, yeah, my garden is a wasteland full of debris now. Oh, imagine that. The other thing I'd be worried about in high winds is my chook pen. Although it does have really big and they're really thick tent pegs holding it down and some screwy ones. I don't know if it'd handle it. It's in between a few trees, so it might handle it, but then if a tree comes down, it's going to land on the chook shed. Oh my God. I want to get out on land with some clear land around me and some trees, but on it, you know, around the house, you kind of want it a little bit clear. John Paul said, wild here in the west coast of Scotland. Or John Paul's mum. Conchega Yowie, how you going? SW, did you ever come across a bubblehead called Mick Hardy? SW said USS Canberra Correction. Darren said, what part of the country are you, Simone? Simone said, Kai, that's rough. Sorry, there's a truck going past at the moment. Conchega Yowie said, last Friday in July is the correct day for Australia Day. There you go. I don't know, but as long as we have Australia Day, I'm fine. But these people won't be happy with just moving the date of Australia Day, or they'll keep going, I'm telling you. Simone said, Darren, Wiltshire, where are you? And Darren said, Kent. SW said, can't recall, Yowie, but good to see you here. I only spent 4 weeks at Penguin, but didn't meet many of them around the traps. Kai said, we got it easy. A lot of people in Clarksville found out their houses weren't connected to the foundation. No. John Paul McLaughlin said, oft Kai makes our weather feel like a... I reckon they haven't been building houses properly for a long time. I do. At least the last 50 years, maybe. Maybe not, maybe 40, maybe 30. But I reckon for quite a while we haven't been getting good building codes. John Paul, I did say that, didn't I? Off Kai makes our weather feel like a breeze. SW said, leading seaman Virgin A.B. Armstrong demoted from L's diver to A.B. Cook, lol. He was a classic character. Whoops, where'd it go? It just jumped. The chat's jumping again. Hang on, I went too far back. My God, I went right back to the beginning. Okay, I'm back to where I was, I think. Kai said going to be a lot of contractors getting sued. Well, it also depends, because our government makes rules for what you can use in housing. Like they know. Like there's a standard building code. Right? And if I was building a house, I think I'd make everything thicker than what they say. So all the wood beams would be thicker than what they tell you. I'm telling you. And you'd have, I would put my slab partly underground and above ground and make sure the house is attached to it properly. However you do, I don't know whether you do it with is it called rebar? Or whether you do it with wood, I don't know what you do it with, but yeah. I need a man. Who knows what he's doing? I've got no idea. Actually, my son might know. He used to do woodwork, carpentry. Where was I up to? Conchega said SW, yeah, he was one of my rugby league players that I coached in '96 in Adelaide. I was joining that year back at your SW. Kai said wind was fast enough to strip off roof shingles. See, I'd freak, I think, if a high wind and I don't have a basement to go to. I'd be under my friggin' table, mate. I think that's what you do during a cyclone. There's no other place to go here in Australia. We don't have basements. We need basements, guys. Simone said, Kai, that's so sad for those people. Apparently global warming is causing more moisture, which is why we've had 10 storms here compared to 2 last time this year. I don't believe in global warming at all. The weather does what the weather does. It's always done and always will do. Kai said, but a lot of folks lost everything to the foundation. Oh no. Kai said, sky painting is the cause. Yeah, leaving little trails across the sky. Simone said, Kai, yep. Kai said, I'll bet my dingle on it. Darren said, none of the climate science is real. Kai said, ice caps are supposed to go by 2016. Wasn't there no more snow by 2010? According to Al Gore or someone. SW says the seas were to rise too, Kai, but the tide went out again. Darren said there was supposed to be no more in 2002. In 1980, we would have been metres deep in ice by now. Simone said at WF have downgraded climate emergency in favour of misinformation emergency. Yes, they have. It's exactly what they're going after now, saying they need to regain trust. In other words, we have to censor everybody. Okay, Darren said, I wonder where the most mis and disinformation comes from. I'm looking at you, global organisations. Judy said, thanks, Hev. Kai said, is Hev customer Z? John Paul said, going to say night, Hev, and everyone, I'm tired. Wee woman, God bless all, and catch your rest tomorrow. Have a good one, John Paul, and your mum. Kai said, Tony almost home. If we go to Kroger, I'm going to crop dust a bunch of folks. Darren said, good night, John Paul. Hey, little shit stirrer, how you going? Kai said, okay, going to watch on PlayStation. Tony just walked in. God bless and much love, guys. You too, Kai and Tony. Darren said, see you soon, Kai. Take care. Damn it, Mandy said, little shit stirrer, good to see ya. And everyone's saying, hello, Mandy. Hello, little shit stirrer. Darren said, hi, Mandy. Damn it. SW said, yes, I've been there on Rumble, but I thought at the same time. No, I'm not streaming at the same time to Rumble, and unfortunately, I don't know how to do it. I've got to work it out. It'd be good if I could go through the same app I'm using now, which is Streamlabs, but I have to use a different one for Rumble because I can't work this one on Rumble. It's quite complicated. Let me just show you something. Hang on. We'll go to the screen. right? And then what I'm going to do is move my, this is Streamlabs, right? Now you got your editors, your overlays, your scenes, your widgets, your alert box, everything, right? Then you've got to create scenes, right? I've learned all this, believe it or not. You got all different scenes. And then, yeah, and then to actually set up another one, you've got to go into settings and you've got to put all these things in there that I just don't know. And no one's been able to, I've had a look on YouTube, no one has been able to explain to me properly how to stream from OBS Streamlabs to Rumble. So there you go. Damn it, Mandy said, I started my smoking ceremony. I got 2 packs of Reds for $9.44. I'm definitely celebrating. Really? How many is in your packets? Because for a packet of 25 cigarettes over here, it's $50. Around $50. Give or take a couple of dollars there. And for a pack of 20, you're looking at 40 something anyway. Each packet. It's crazy. SW said, Hev swears a lot on Rumble. I do. SW said, that's cheap. We pay $2 a red here. Darren said, how many in a pack? Dammit, Mandy said, I keep a 24 pack of Pepsi, a pack of cigarettes, a flashlight, a radio, Girl Scout cookies. Hang on. Where is it? Girl Scout cookies in my basement for emergencies. Well done, damn it, Mandy. SW said, Winfield Reds were an Aussie classic for most bogans. We used to slip them under or our t-shirts. Our sleeves, yeah. They used to put the packet in the sleeve and you'd see this big square sticking out here. Okay, so you got 20 in a pack. Okay, well, here in Australia, 20 pack of cigarettes. Hang on. I'm trying to do it one-handed at the moment. Cost. Okay, let's have a look at this. Cigarette prices in Australia, January 2024. Australia is the most expensive place in the world to buy a packet of cigarettes. A pack a day smoker will be spending over $900 a month or $10,000 a year, even bigger. Ouch. If you're a smoker in Australia, it's time to start paying attention to the price of cigarettes. The Australian government has announced that tobacco products will soon be subject to GST of 10%. This means that the price of cigarettes will go up by 25%, making them much more expensive than they currently are. Oh my God, I'm getting upset now. Because even the tobacco that I buy, that I roll myself, still goes up every time they put the price up. Okay, are you wondering how this will affect your wallet? You're not alone. Here's a look at how this new tax will affect the prices of cigarettes in Australia. Cigarette prices in Australia are some of the highest in the world. The average price for a packet of cigarettes is around $40, which is about $30.54 United States dollar. $30, right? For a pack of 20 cigarettes, it's gonna cost you around $40. Higher, depending on certain brands, let me tell you. That's the minimum. A packet of 25, minimum would be $43, $48, because most of them are around $50. They're lying. Hang on a sec. Okay, hang on. Let's just have a look at the old Winfield Blue that used to be synonymous in Australia. Oh, Winfield. No, wrong way. Winfield Blue or red or whatever. Winfield. This is what they used to look like, and now they look like big green. They look like this now. All cigarette packets look like this now. Let's have a look at Smoke Mart. For a pack of 30, you're paying $54.95, okay? Yes, I'm over 18. I'm not giving you my age. And no, I don't need that. $54.95 for a packet of 30s. Okay, packets by brand. Oh, hang on. Where is Winfield? There we go. Let's just have a look. Did it work? Yep, it did. Pack of 30s, 53. Pack of 30s, 53. Pack of 25s, $42.99. Oh, they've gone down, have they? Oh, they've brought out new ones. So now we've got, hang on. Used to have just Winfield Blue, Winfield Red, Winfield Gold, whatever, right? Now we have Winfield Supreme Smooth, which is even cheaper than Winfield Original. Look, where's 25 Original? They've got these Taste Flow ones. They've got Original, the Taste Flows, Optimum Crush Blue. Winfield Original Blue 20s, $44.99. That's how much they are, okay? The original Blue 20s, $44.99 for a pack of 20s. What were the 25s? Original 25s are $46.50. 40 pack is $87.99. 88 bucks. Jeez. Okay, so now they've got Winfield Supreme Smooth. I'm going to have to... No, I'm not going to be buying them because the way I smoke is cheaper. I buy the tobacco, so... That's how expensive cigarettes are in Australia. It's bad. So damn it, Mandy said, Darren, 20 in a pack, that's the number in all packs. Back in the day we could get a 25 pack. SW said, oh, and the Prison Bird rallies, White Ox. Darren said, I remember we had one brand with 25 and the rest were 20 or 10. They wanted people to cut down so they stopped selling 10s. Can't make sense of that. Isn't that funny? Oh my God. Okay, where am I? Here I am. I'm somewhere. It keeps going up and down. I'm like, damn it, Mandy said, I think these Storm are God's way of saying remember me. SW said, in 2000 in Navy I was paying $150 a pack of 25s. They were selling for 20 bucks. All that on top was tax. Okay, here's another thing. Let me show you again. I'm going to show you what duty free, what the price of cigarettes are without the tax in it. Duty free Winfield Blue. I'll just put. Let's have a look. Is that duty free? No, it's not duty free. How come I could search this years ago, but I can't now? Hang on. Let's just try this. Maybe it might be, maybe I'm just not searching it right. Okay, let's go in here and have a look again. Last time, okay, here you go. Winfield Optimum, $17. What's Winfield Normal? Hang on, this is... Winfield Blue, $18. They were $13.50 about 2 or 3 years ago. I don't know if this is an actual duty-free shop though. Fiji Airlines for Benson and Hedges are normally 200 cigarettes for $66 US. Duty-free. Do you know how much a carton is? Like 300? Or more, actually. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So there you go. Smoking in Australia, don't do it. Oh my God. Okay, SW said 50 cents went to the Sailors Piss Up Fund, so $1 a pack, talking of tax. Damn it, Mandy said, I don't know how to get notifications on Rumble. I don't know either. Is there a little bell on there somewhere that you can get them? You got to give them your email address, or actually download the app. You can download a Rumble app. That should give you notifications. Darren said we should never have forgotten God. SW said God didn't forget us, thank God. Darren said notifications are useless for me anyway. I don't use email on my phone. It only loads when I went on the laptop. Okay, the only way to get notifications, I think, if you're on a phone, is through the app. You've got to download the Rumble app. Damn it, Mandy said, if you're streamed on here and Rumble simultaneously, they'd strike your content. You speak the truth and that's a no. Exactly. Darren said, God wouldn't forget us, but he must be a bit angry. I wouldn't blame him. SW said, yes, I bet he might be a touch niggly, irritated. Damn it, Mandy said, Darren Booker, God doesn't like the woke. They've decided he doesn't exist. SW said, furious, like a lion. Darren said, they'll regret that, Mandy. Mandy said, damn, that's insane. For a pack of cigarettes, you could take a nice vacation to the States cheaper than smoking a pack every day for a month. I know. They've been doing it to us for years, just like a frog in boiling water. Just increasing it $1 or $2 here and there until we are at where we are now. Darren said they're typical drug pushers, Mandy. They get us hooked, then jack up the price. Dolores said, just grow your own tobacco, Hev. We're not allowed. See? I wouldn't even know where to get a plant from. A tobacco plant. You can't buy them here. Oh, I don't know. Damn it, Mandy said, what's the average rent over there on a 2-bedroom apartment? Depends on where you are. If you're in Sydney, it's probably around $900 a week. If you're up where I am, a 2-bedroom in the mountains, which is further away from the city, would be about $400 to $500 a week. Pretty bad. If you're in Sydney, it'd be not like $900 a week for 2-bedroom. Maybe more actually. SW said a slab of beer, Carlton Draft, is now $60. They were $30 in the year 2000. Wow. SW said Mandy, $350, $400. Probably above that now. Damn it, Mandy said, do they bother selling cartons over there? Yes, they do. Let's have a look at how much a carton is. Hang on, let me go back to... Okay, let me show you. Cigarettes, cartons, okay? Shot by brand. Let's go to Winfield again. Oh, shit, disappeared on me. Cartons, shot by brand. Let's go to Winfield. Okay. The Supreme Smooths seem to be the cheapest ones at $308 for 6 packs of 30, so it's 180 cigarettes. You go to 200 cigarettes and you're paying $330 at the minimum. Oh, yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. That's only 340 packs, so it's 120 cigarettes. We want to look at 200s, okay? We're going to look at 200s. $330.99. We're going to look at 200s. No, they're all 180s. $357.99 for 8 packets of 25. That's a carton of normal cigarettes that you would have bought here. $357.99. 200s, $357.99. If you want the crush ones, which change flavour in the butt of the cigarette, you know, the butt that you smoke through, Well, the Optimum Crush ones, you can push the squeeze on the butt and it changes to like menthol, okay? They're $365.99. Okay, the original golds, 10 packs of 20, $433.99. There's 200 in that. Why wouldn't you just go for the cheaper one? Doesn't matter if they're packs of 20s or 25s. $433.99 for the pack of 20s. 200 cigarettes, same as here for 365 and here for 357. It's insane. What's the 493? The Taste Flow Blue. $493 for 200 cigarettes. Oh dear God. Okay, where am I up to now? It's jumping up and down, sorry guys. Okay, SW said 450, more like it, that's ridiculous. Damn it, Mandy said SW, is that Reds? SW said that's in Melbourne, it's crippling us, yes. $1.50 for a cigarette, many for Witty Reds, many back in 2000. SW said way, not many. $1.50 for Witty Reds way back in 2000. I was still paying way more than that in 2000. SW said yes, they sell cartons and you need security to carry them to the car. SW said $600. What the? Exactly. Exactly. Damn it, Mandy said, is the entire cost of living higher in Australia than most places? My house is 6 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms and 4,000 square feet. I got it for $253,000. Oh my God. If you want a 6 bedroom, 4 bathroom and 4,000 square feet over here, you're going to pay a couple of million, at least. I'm telling you. Susie said a 2 bedroom in my building, which is 57 years old and does not have ensuite laundry, is $4,500 a month. 3 bedroom with no balcony is $5,500 a month. Disgusting, no value for money. Jeez Louise, Susie. That's a lot. Damn it, Mandy said, I haven't seen Camel Crush cigarettes in years. SW said, I was getting a carton of 10 Winfield Reds for $15. No way, that's without taking. And $5 to the Sailors to Piss Up Fund. Can't afford to smoke. Damn it, Mandy said, Hev, I can attempt to send. Offer is on the table. Someone else tried and I don't think that they weren't able to do it. Ruff said, I'm paying $50 for 100 grams of good, clean smoking tobacco in the desert. SW said even a house in suburbia is over $1 million now, yep. Any suburb you go to. If you go out in the country, you might get something, but you'll still pay a couple of $1 million for it. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And that's what happens when you let unfettered immigration happen to your country and you've got half-wit politicians running the show. Yeah, it's bloody ridiculous. So there you go, guys. That's how much we pay for cigarettes in Australia and rents, and I'm actually lucky where I am because I found a 3-bedroom house. This was 4 years ago. I found this little 3-bedroom house and it was $350 per week. It's gone up. Now it's $380, but I'm still very lucky because there is nowhere that you can rent for the amount I'm paying here right now. You can't find a house for this much. So I've got to stay where I am as long as I can to save in rent money at the moment. So, as Susie said, even Thailand isn't even cheap anymore. Really? Oh my God, Thailand used to be able to get cheap stuff over there and bring it over to Australia. Oh my God. People used to go there and buy clothes and stuff, didn't they? I don't know, I've never been to Thailand or any of those places. But there you go. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. And I'll be back on, I think, Friday morning. Maybe your Thursday night. And I will be doing a Rumble stream that day. For sure. Okay guys, I'm going to go. And I hope you have a good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. And don't let the government rip you off. And I'll see you on Friday. Okay guys, bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows. And we're all going life, still nobody knows. But I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.